Okay, welcome back. So for the next step, we would like, well, let's see, where are we? We want a list of all the available filters there. And we've already created the actual data structure for that, and we just need to hook up the plumbing so we see that list. So we have this new table view controller. Um, Actually, I'm going to give it a title. So this is the add filter view controller. Um, Now we want an actual class that we can write some code for this particular view controller. So let's go over here, go File New. Let's say it's a Coca class. Next, and actually we can make it a table view controller. That's what we want. Oops. Right, it's a UI table view controller. So what are we going to call it? We'll call it the add filter view controller. We'll create that. We'll of course go in and change that to UI kit. Nice. Okay, then we'll go over to the storyboard, and if everything is done correctly, I should be able to select this and go over here, and for class, there's my add filter view controller. Awesome. So now this class corresponds to this particular view controller. Now another neat thing, the UI table view controller has already done some stuff for us. If I go control, if I grab the table, if I grab this table and drag it on here, it says, oh, you've already got your outlets hooked up. You are a data source, you are a delegate. So that's already been done in the base class. Awesome. So we don't need to do that. But we do need to write the methods to say how many items there are, and then we have to write the methods to actually draw those items. So let's go forward and do that. First of all, let's see. Func table view. Okay. Now memory. Let's see. What is the name of the method that tells us how many rows? And you know what? Why use memory when we can just look at an example? If we go over here, we can see it's the number of rows in section. And then the next one we'll need is the cell for row at index path. So let's keep those two things in mind. They totally make sense, but there's so many methods now, it's hard to look through that. And there it is, number of rows in section. Sweet. So the number of rows in section is, if we go to, we wrote that thing called all filters, and take the count. And we can just return that. So the number of rows is the number of filters. And I think I need an override. Yeah, I do. Okay, next one. Override. Func. Table view. Okay, and what was the other one? It was... What was the other one? Why? Cell, that's right. Cell for row. Totally makes sense. There we go. Cell for row at index path. Awesome. Okay, once again, we're going to do an if let. Do I need an if let? No, I just need a let. Let cell equals, okay, I'm going to go to the table view, and we're going to do that special DQ. DQ reusable cell with identifier. Awesome. Awesome. That's what we want to do. And I'll need to create an identifier. So let's go on here. Right, I need to select our cell prototype, so that's this guy right here. And we're going to go over here and give it an identifier. So, and I want to point out it's not the restoration ID because I got that wrong. It's the identifier. So what do we want to use for an identifier? I'm going to say this is the add cell prototype. Not add cell, add filter. So I'll just call it add filter proto. I don't know if that makes sense, but it works for me. So in here, we're going to call it add filter proto. And I hate the way I'd rather have a big long view like that. There we go. Okay. So that should give us a cell to play with. So next we can go cell dot label text label dot text equals. Okay, we go to all filters and we grab the data. So which element do we want? Well, it's the one at the index path. In particular, we're interested in the row. That should do it. And then finally, we return that cell. Okay. And what to do wrong here? Use of unresolved identifier for index path. Oh, right. That's it's actually this guy that I want. And by the way, that goes in here too. And what's complaining about now? Cannot subscript the value of type filter. All filters. You know what? I'm going to go back to our filters. Just take a peek. So this is an array of things of type filter. Okay. So I should be able to, could I pass in a value of 1? Yes, that's legal. So what am I doing wrong here? Oh! Self-erode index path. What am I doing wrong? Let v equals index path. Okay, that's an int. Oh, wait a sec. Ha 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 ha. Okay, I'm definitely taking a break after this video. This, of course, is returning an entire filter. And we don't want that. We want just a string. We want the name. So I need to go name. Sorry about that, folks. That explains things. And now, if I run, I'm expecting that when I click plus, I should see a table view that's got all of the available filters listed in it. Waiting for the build. Plus. And something's gone wrong. That's okay. Let's let it run. Oh, that's oh, I had put a breakpoint here by mistake. Delete breakpoint. It actually worked. Awesome. Okay, so we go plus. There's all available filters. And then there's awesome. So we want to get to the point where if I click plus, I can then select one of these filters and it'll add it, or I can just click back and it'll not make a change. So that's the UI that I want. So things look pretty good. I think that's a good spot to stop this video and move on to the next one. Thank you.